So I was telling my best
But
friend, I
wait, Cammy,
said,
Cammy, who, who? What ladies was she arguing with?
I don't, first it was Ivy, and then it was a couple ladies, I don't know their name, but she was getting into with all the ladies, basically. Uh,
All the ladies on her show.
yes,
Okay, yes.
the cast member. Only because they did not clean up for themselves. The house was very filthy. It was a shit stain in the toilet. It was piss in the toilet. It was makeup all over the place. It was a doo doo in the toilet bowl. It was everything. It was a blood path in the trash can. So yeah. So that's how company was upset. She said that nobody didn't clean out for themselves. Nobody didn't do all of that. So that's why they got into it and all this stuff. Then there was something about the show. She said she was upset about the show. Nobody didn't follow the protocol about the show. They did not film right. They didn't, it was just so much that was going on. Now, so I took myself over there to him. We only ride because I saw Pastor Tommy K and Carrie was there. So Pumpkin was online. She felt uncomfortable. She was by herself, and she don't even fuck with these people. She don't fuck with them at all. So I was being in the good of my heart, being her friend. I felt bad because I did not show up on Friday night, which she invited me on Friday night. I got the address. So so I show up and be there for her because I thought that something was going to happen around her because she don't even fuck with these people. She was sitting by herself and she was there. So I showed up and I popped up. And as soon as I popped up to the house, there was nobody in the house. Pumpkin came out of the room and I said, hi, Pumpkin. Pumpkin said, hi, Cammy. We talked. We went back into her room. We had a conversation. She asked for my opinion. She said, how do you feel about the situation that happened? Did you rock the lot? I said, yes, I did. That's the reason why I'm here. To be there to have your back. So I'm here for you. I'm not here to see past this Tommy K. I already saw them before. So I don't need. I came to see you because you was alone. Because I thought you was gonna get into it.
Wait, so Tommy K was there as well?
Yeah, she was there.
Oh, because she's actually backing up everything you're saying in the comments
Right.
right now. She's like,
She
Cammy was
actually there.
actually there for Pumpkin. Yeah.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
how, how am I lying? How am I lying, Tommy? If Pumpkin don't
No, no,
like
no, no,
you.
no, 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 no. She's agreeing with
Oh,
you. She said you
oh, oh,
came for Pumpkin. You did.
oh. Oh, okay.
Yeah. She's
Okay.
backing up what you're saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she stayed in the room. She said she don't fuck with Tommy. She said she don't know why Pastor was there. And I said maybe because they were there because of Ivy, because Ivy invited them over. So I said I didn't know what's going on. Pumpkin said to me, did you know I got into it with Ivy? And I said, what happened with that? And I said, she said, oh, Ivy was trying to fight me, this, blah, 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 blah. Remember this, previous on the phone call, she told me to show up and start shit and want me to shut up Ivy. So she wanted me there to fight Ivy. So I told Pumpkin, which is online, I said, I fuck with Ivy. I like Ivy. I ain't got no problem with Ivy. So why would you want me to jump Ivy
Was this did she want you to start with her for her show or for social media for a storyline for Bigo?
for social media?
Okay.
Because it had nothing to do with the show because she got into a bad fight with Ivy. It had nothing to do with the show. So she
Got it.
wanted me to start with Ivy. So I didn't do it. So I told Pumpkin Payer, who cares? Let's have fun. So she said, let's have fun. We went into the basement. We had fun. Cooking. I had my cocktail. I met the lady. The lady was nice, but some of the lady was a little, it's typical of me. They didn't know if I was a trans woman or if I was a chicken. They were cutting a little attitude. They were giving me side eyes and stuff like that because their man, one of the girls' man was there. So she was trying to feel some type of way with her man. They was like, bitch, I don't want your man. at all.
Mm,
So that was what happened.
mm.
So it clicked from there. So everything was fine. Like I said, I didn't bother nobody. I didn't say nothing at all. I mind my business. I'm the can band. I like to have fun. I like to have cocktail. Me and Tommy would talk.
Yes.
We would dance. And we would like, hey, hey. We were feeling each other booty. Hey, hey, hey. And then we would all laugh. Tommy was reading China Red. We was there. I started KLB said, I'm going to beat your ass, Cammy. I'm going to beat your ass, Cammy. I said, hey, KLB. I said, okay. And then we went over there. We killed her. Me and Pumpkin was like, hey. We were jamming our music. Hey, hey, hey. And all that. It was all positive and all that stuff. That's it. We got up the stairs. So everything was cool. When Tommy and Kirby left, that's when all the drama had started. And then Puppy was like, oh my God, oh God, nobody ever talk about me. Nobody talk about me. Oh my God, I'm done with the show. I'm done with the show. I'm done with the show. Thank you. Thank you to talk about me. And I'm sitting on the table like this. Pumpkin.
So she was yelling at the cast members
Yes.
and
Yeah,
the cameraman and
yeah,
the cameraman.
right. But she was not mad about the show. She was mad about someone left the water in the oven. A bowl of water.
Somebody put
A bowl of
a
water.
bowl of
Yes, a bowl of
no
water.
way.
She said somebody left a bowl of water in the oven. She was mad about that. She was mad that somebody did not clean up for themselves. So she was going after the lady and stuff like that. So I was like,
A bowl
okay,
of
what's
water.
going on?
A bowl of water.
Yeah.
A bowl.
Right. So we were getting into it there. We went down the stairs. We sat, I was in the stairwell and listening to the lady expressing their feelings to Pumpkin. Pumpkin sitting there crying like a motherfucking bitch, like a crybaby. And, y'all gotta listen to me, y'all gotta listen. And Pumpkin gave me that little eye, like, she looked at me like she wanted my help. See, I did not purposely started with the lady. She gave me the eye and said, like, the eye, the eye that give you help me. And I'm like, okay. And I went over there and I sat next to Pumpkin. And I'm looking to Pumpkin. She was crying. She was hysterical. She was going through things. And I looked at Pumpkin. You want me to say something? Pumpkin said, yeah. And I said, okay, lady. You guys were being disrespectful to Pumpkin. Pumpkin is trying to produce the show, and you guys are not coming over and rallying and support her and do all of that.
Mm.
You're not, you're, so I did. The one of the girls did disrespected me. She said something. I did say you guys are ghetto bitches. I did say that. I did say that, and I'm not going to deny that. I did say you guys were ghetto bitches. One of the girls next to me, she started cursing and said, "Bitch, you ain't know what the fuck you talking about, big baby boy." She was cupping and misgendering me. She was doing all that stuff, and I'm like, "Oh wow." And Pumpkin stepped over there and said nothing. She said nothing, and I'm going back and forth with the girl. She said, I'm going to bring someone over here and put up and beat you up because you are a nigga. And I said, go ahead, darling. Go ahead. I'm still here. She was still going back and forth, still going back and forth. And I said, oh my God. And I looked at Pumpkin, Pumpkin, I said, Pumpkin, you're the one who told me to bring that shit up. So, back me up. Pumpkin was silent. Pumpkin was scary. I was the only one with dealing with the lady. And guess what? The lady tried to jump me. Cause they got up to their couch and they was in the group. They was in the group. And which I was not on live. They was on the group. They was trying to jump me. Pumpkin said to me, don't say nothing to Cammy. Don't say nothing to Cammy. Don't say nothing. They're going to jump you. I said, I don't give a fuck. I'm ready. Bitch. All I give a fuck. So the lady backed away. So Pumpkin said, let's go upstairs. We went upstairs. We sat. I mean, it was just becoming a weird ass shit. I don't know. No, it's
So
the
they was
truth,
gonna
bitch.
jump you.
I'm
How
not
many?
lying
How
about
many?
shit, bitch.
How many? Ignore the comments. Ignore the comments. How many? Or
I
snipe
can't,
them.
I
This is
can't hear
between
you.
me and you. Shocking.
I,
Can you hear me
I
now?
can't hear you.
Hello? Hello?
I can't hear you. Oh my god. This
Cam Bam.
dialect is killing me.
Or it's your cochlea, something like that. Hello? Can you hear
Speak
me?
up.
Hello? Cam. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, God, I'll mute this
There.
bitch.
Okay.
Hello?
Yeah.
You can hear me? Okay, so how many females were in this cast that were trying to jump you? And where was Pumpkin sitting when they stood up? How many of them was there?
Pumpkin was
And where was
sitting next
Pumpkin?
to me, and the lady was sitting across from me. They were
How many of them were
five.
there? So was Pumpkin, do you think she was afraid to get in it? Or do you think that she didn't want it
I
to
think she
happen?
was afraid to get into it. The lady, she did all the screaming and yelling and stuff like that, but she was afraid with the lady. Yeah.
Okay. So all that happened. They didn't jump you. You
And we
went
went
upstairs. And
upstairs,
then what happened?
I was on live. We were talking and stuff like that. One of the girls that I got into it with, she went in her room. She came back out. I think I read the comments when the comments had said something about these are broke bitches. Um, the house didn't clean up for them. So I read the comments. And then Pumpkin said, and one of the girls said, "Oh, you had said something." And then Pumpkin was like, "No, I heard something what you said under your breath." She said, "You got something to say, you got something to say." So the girl completely ignored Pumpkin until I opened my mouth. And I said, "Well, you still talking shit, so tell Pumpkin what the fuck you said, bitch." What do you think? Then she said, "Bitch, nobody talking to you. Nobody talking to you. You ain't supposed to be here, motherfucker." She said, "I'm gonna bring all my motherfucker people and jump on you. You a nigga." And she's still going back and forth. She still misgendering me at the table. So I was like, "Oh my," then Pumpkin kept telling me, "Be quiet, Kim, be quiet." And I run off on Pumpkin. I said, "Bitch, shut up, because you're not doing shit at all. Because this girl is cursing me out, and I don't know that bitch. That's your cast member. I'm the guest on the
So
show." So,
where was Ivy? Where was Ivy in all of them
please,
when all this was happening?
of the whole situation.
Okay, but wait a minute. I know you said Keith. Let's rewind for a second before we continue. Keith was there. How was your interaction with Keith? Did
He
he leave
left
before all
before
this
I got
happened?
there.
Okay, so you
I
didn't see
didn't.
him. Okay, so you and the girl are arguing, and you Pumpkin tells you to shut
And I
up.
told her to shut
Carry on
up
and
because
continue.
you did not even have my back. You letting this woman misgender me and all this stuff. She was like, "Just say nothing, just say nothing. They're gonna hurt you, Cammy. They're gonna hurt you, Cammy." And I said, "Bitch, I don't care. I'm ready to fight. I'm ready. Like, what are they gonna do?" And I told Pumpkin, "Girl, I'm here for you. I'm having your back because you're not doing nothing at all. You're not doing nothing." So she was acting all scary.
So wait a minute, Cammy. Before I saw a live where you said Keith and you
That
hugged and
is
he
that is
smelled
at the
good and all of
end.
that.
That's at the
Was that just?
end. Yeah.
Oh, so you
At
saw
the
him again
end.
later
When I
on?
was leaving. When I was leaving.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Perfect,
Yeah.
perfect.
So
Okay, we'll get to that.
so we
Okay,
were
go ahead. Finish what you were saying.
Pumpkin was,
Got it.
going out there and out there, and it got real quiet. So Pumpkin told all the ladies, "Get the fuck out of my house, get the fuck out of my house, get out, get out, get out." So the lady had no choice to leave. So they packed up their stuff and they left the house because you wanted everybody in the house. Now, mind you, pause before she kicked them out. She went back downstairs. I stayed upstairs because I didn't know what's going on. So she went back downstairs. The lady was still downstairs. She got into it with the cameraman. So she got very disrespectful to the cameraman, and the cameraman was trying to help Pumpkin to be a better producer, a better decorative producer, how to deal with the cast member. The cameraman said, "You need to be a leader. You need to do this, blah, 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 blah." Pumpkin was not listening. She did all this.
And I know you're telling the truth because we have the video footage of her
Right.
interacting with the
So she,
cameraman when she
yeah,
was
she was
being
doing all this
aggressive. Go ahead.
talking and not listening. So, so all of that. I was up there, remind you, I was up there, so I didn't see everything. So the comments was telling me, oh, Cammy, you need to go downstairs and have Pumpkin breakfast to get into with the cameraman. I said, oh, Lord, let me go downstairs because the cameraman is a man. And I'm a trans woman. So the man got to go back and forth with me because she's a woman. So I have to stick up for Pumpkin. But I didn't do it yet. I sat in the stairwell and watched. Because I had to sit back and listen to what was going on. Because I'm not going to jump in a situation that I don't know. So I sat and watched. So I flipped my camera to film the whole situation. And to be honest with you, Robert, the cameraman was right about everything. Pumpkin was crazy and delusional, didn't know what the fuck she was doing, she didn't know how to deal with the show. Mind you, that what made me got up to there is the fact that the man really charging Pumpkin, like you got in her face, like she got in her face, and then he did that fist, and he was like boom, 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 and the director. That made me run over there and stand between Pumpkin and the cameraman because I didn't know I want anything to happen. So yeah, so Pumpkin
Yeah,
said,
that's
"You
scary.
fire,
Yeah.
you fire, you fire," and I was like. And he said, fuck this. He packed up all his camera stuff and all of that. He got the fuck out.
Wow. Okay. So all that happened at night. So when you guys turned the cameras off and you guys logged off the app and Bigo ended the live, what was the atmosphere like after that? Was there any
It was
conversations? What was
very,
going
the
on?
atmosphere
Like,
was
give us the
very
nitty gritty.
chilly. It was very awkward. Not because of me, it was because of Pumpkin. Because Pumpkin was off the rail. She was really off the rail. She was really crazy. I have never seen Pumpkin like this. I watched her online, but in person, she was really off the rail. She was crazy. And I was the only one. She was bipolar. At first she's angry, then she's crying. And she's crying like a little girl. There's something about her. She's in that mind. I think she's slow or something. She still thinks that she's a little girl. And she expects somebody to clean her mess. Or something like that. That I was the girl with the backbone, did everything for Pumpkin.
Was there any drugs involved that night in any of
We,
this?
we.
Ivy was asleep during all
Yeah.
of
Now
this.
I'm gonna bring up the Ivy part. Okay. The reason why I want to wake up Ivy because the girls were getting very serious. They really want to not Pumpkin. And I said to Pumpkin, I think that we need to wake up Ivy because so she can smooth the whole thing out. Pumpkin told me no, leave Ivy alone,
Hmm.
let her sleep and all that stuff. And I said, Pumpkin, but Ivy is the one that came with you in the car, so she needs to be there to witness all of that. But Pumpkin did not want me to wake her up for some reason.
She didn't want.
Now I
I'm
forgot.
surprised. Was
Now,
Ivy drunk
then
or how?
Remember, KLB left with Tommy. KLB came back. He came back. And I look at Pumpkin like, KLB is back in the house. Why KLB came back for? This is a bunch of ladies in the house. Like, this is, like, what's going on? Why he came back? Pumpkin said, oh, he probably came back for Ivy. And I said, but Ivy sleep. So what was his main reason for him to come back? Ivy sleep. So Kirby didn't really bother nobody, and stuff like that. He went downstairs and he fell asleep in the car. Mind you, I went back into the room. Pumpkin came and followed me into the room. And there, the wire KLB here. It's a man. It's a bunch of lady. I feel uncomfortable. And I said to Pumpkin, I feel uncomfortable as well because I mean, what the fuck you doing here? Like, what the fuck? So then I went over there to check on KLB so I see, because the lady was still downstairs. So I went back over there and went downstairs. Guess what KLB was doing? He fell asleep. He was sleeping in the,
Oh.
no, no. He was falling asleep in a fetal position. Yeah, and stuff like that.
Okay.
The cameras were telling me to flip the camera to so they can see Kirby sleep. I did flip the camera. I didn't take no picture. I didn't do nothing. I flipped the camera so they can see that Kirby sleep. All this
Hmm.
motherfucking bullshit they were saying that I was taking pictures. No, I would never disrespect a straight man and take a photo of him. I would never do that. I don't do that. I don't get into with that. I don't feed myself into that. I stay away from that shit. I flipped the camera because the cameras wanted to see that he said, because they
Hmm.
thought I was lying that KB sleeping. I said, he was sleeping. So I left him alone. I went back up the stairs.
Hmm.
That's it. Then following, everything was cool. Everything was cool. The lady would start packing their thing. They were leaving the house, taking up. Guess what happened? I helped Pumpkin clean up the house. And I don't even stay at the Airbnb. I took the trash out. I washed the dishes. I cleaned the counter. I straightened up the table. I did all of that. I went downstairs.
Who cleaned the who cleaned the toilet out of the who cleaned the shit out of the
I don't
toilets
know.
and the piss
I
on the
don't know.
toilets
I don't
and the and
know.
the and the
I
dirty
don't know.
tampons?
I don't know.
Mm.
So she
Mm.
probably left it there. She probably left it there.
So what?
Yeah. Um.
Okay, so go on.
Then, so we cleaned up and all that. Then I think everything got quiet now. Everything was peaceful and quiet. I went back into Pumpkin's room, sitting, being live. My mama keying with the comments and stuff like that. I heard Pumpkin, boo, 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 boo. And I jumped. I said, what happened? What happened? And she said, "Come out to my iPad." I said, Pumpkin, I got the iPad. It's on your bed. I took the iPad from the table because I didn't want the lady to steal your shit. So I took the iPad and left in the room. See, I had Pumpkin back. I was her friend. Because I didn't
Hmm.
want to, yeah. So she was like,
Yeah.
okay. She went back in, sitting in the couch. I guess she was sitting in the couch because you have to watch the lady, make sure the lady leave the house, don't steal nothing. So she sat in the couch. I was minding my own business. I lied. Didn't bother nobody. The comment kept asking.
So you were being a real friend, and the comments seemed like they were
They
being
were being
mixy,
messy.
messy, not
Right. And
gifting,
they was
but paying
right. And they was
attention, like they
egging me
join
on. They
now
was egging
to
me on,
you.
telling me, wake up, Ivy, wake up, Ivy. And I was being so respectful to Pumpkin because that's Pumpkin A&B. I'm not gonna wake
Yeah.
her if Pumpkin telling me no. I'm not doing this. Right. So,
Hmm.
I kept on doing
Yeah.
my shit. Now it get to the situation. Okay. Pumpkin came back into the room. She went in her purse for a little bit moment. I don't know what she was doing up there. I was my mom being online. She said something. I wish I did not hear her say anything. I'm deaf. So when you talk behind me, my ears is out. I don't know. So she went back in the room. The comments were telling me, hey, Cammi, Pumpkin being shady to you. Did you hear what Pumpkin said? What did she say? She said, doggone in her purse. Purse? I said, what? I'm on live. I'm on live. I was on live for 3.8K views. They can see me if I'm going to her purse. I'm on live the whole fucking day.
Yeah.
So, remember, Pumpkin already left the
Mm.
room and she stayed there. So I stayed in there. I was trying to make sure if the comments was being messy. So my trusted lawyer, admin, would never lie to me. She said she really did stay there, Cammi. And I think it's time for you to leave. And I said, oh, it's about to get tired. So I said, let me get my Uber because I'm not dealing with this bullshit. So,
Who said it's time for you to leave? Who said it's time for you to leave? Okay, because they felt like people were being
Yes,
shady towards
yes.
you.
It was about to be a situation because they felt
Okay.
like Pumpkin about to use the storyline on me that I'm stealing something out of her purse. So I knew they were telling me you gotta
Oh,
go.
because
So I said, let me get my Uber. Let me get
okay,
my Uber.
got
So
it.
then I got my Uber,
Mhm.
I got my jacket. That's when the altercation have happened. So
Okay, so we see. So wait a minute before you start here. I want you to fill it in because we saw the altercation happen, and in this altercation, we saw something happening with Pumpkin addressed you when you read a comment. Just a second. Let me clear this up. You read a comment. Pumpkin addressed you, and then there was a freeze. And then when the freeze ended, it was you and her arguing. And then there was another long freeze. And then when it unfroze, you were outside. I need you to tell us what happened from the beginning and all the way to the end and in between the freezes. Because obviously, there's something that happened physically. There was something that was picked up and possibly could have used to harm you from what our conversation was. So I want you to get into all of that, the physicality, and tell us the moments from when it froze, what was going on during that time. So what
okay.
happened at
So
the
when
beginning?
we like I said, I was leaving. I was leaving. I really, honestly, I was going to be classy. I was going to leave anyway because the Uber was coming in 15 minutes. So I was not going to say nothing because I was going to address that when I got home. But something in my gut was telling me, no, say what you have to say and confront her because she was being a fake bitch. So I went over there and I said, sorry, I said, Pumpkin, so you said that I was going into your purse? Did you say that you, don't go in your purse? Did you say that? Pumpkin was like, what? What you talking about, Kim? What you talking about, Kim? I said, did you and did you not say not to go in your purse? Yes or no? She said, well, we were just playing all day. We wasn't that serious. But I said, but you disrespecting me. I have your back. I have your back. For you to make a slick comment to saying that I should go in your purse, you already distrusting me already. So you already starting to build to you already trying to do this to big up. So you doing that build to try to storyline me. Mind you, Robert, the girl that I got into it with, she was on the
Mhm.
couch. And she was listening to the whole thing. I said, so you doing all this, man. So me and Papa were going back and forth. Mind you, the live feed, guess what Pumpkin did? She snapped my bag. She snapped my bag and she pushed me. She pushed me. I fell back and I did this, like I did like this to her because I was trying to get her. I was trying to get her. But stop and tell me like she's a
Yeah.
woman. She's a woman. Then she put out her maid. She put up her maid. And I said, oh, that's when you started the last thing. Oh, now you want to put a maid now. Now you want to put a maid. Now, looking for to Pumpkin to you get out of my house, get out of my house, leave, 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 leave. And I said, bitch, I ain't going nowhere, bitch. I'm a trans woman. I'm in the ghetto, bitch. I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna tip my ass right here until my Uber stuff. And then Pumpkin said, please don't start with me, Cammy. I'm going through too much shit. But you know her body clunk over like this. Please leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm trying to go through my shit. Leave me alone. I still gonna, I still, I'm not gonna argue with you no more, but I'm not gonna let you push me like that again. But you grab my motherfucking shit. So, I,
So she grabbed your bag and then she pushed you and you fell back and then you got up and elbowed her off and then she grabbed mace. Was the mace big? Was it
it is
small?
my
Was it like
mates
a little
like this.
spray? And when she grabbed it, did she put it up towards you or did she
She
just
put
grab
out
it and
her
show you
bunch
she
of
had it?
coat and she grabbed me like, she's holding, she's ready. She's ready to spray. And that's when,
And this was what was going on when the camera froze, which is why when
right,
it unfroze, you two were arguing and you were in a different
different
position.
position, because I was sitting down.
Okay.
So she
Go on.
grabbed my bag and she tried to snatch my phone and she was doing all that extra shit. I said, Poppy, you want to fight? I said, you want to fight? she was trying her best not to try to fight me, but she kept backing away because she knows that, I'm still a man, so I'm going to use my strength to beat your ass. So she backed away and she stepped back down. Everything got cool. That's when the girl and Pumpkin got into it. They got into it. Talking about that, the girl said to Pumpkin, "You a fake ass bitch. You let Cammi come over here to set us up and do all this motherfucking bullshit and all that stuff." And I look at, I said, Pumpkin, well, it's time for you to tell the truth. You did came up, called me and told me to step this up and trying to get into with the lady. She want me to flip the table.
Okay, and then what
Pumpkin
happened?
said, "You lying, Cammi, you lying." I said, "No, I'm not. You did call me and told me to start with the lady. You did call me to call them bitches. You want me to call them black bitches. It was all planned on her phone. That's why that girl was really mad at me because I called her a black bitch." Then I said to the girl, I said, I'm done with this bitch. I said, Pumpkin called you a dirty, broke bitch and all that shit. She said she don't like y'all. She don't all that. And the girl was like, "I knew it. I knew you said that. I knew it. You a fake bitch." And I was like, "Oh." And I sat in the chair like waiting for my Uber. Yeah. Then the girl left. The girl
And then
left. She left.
okay.
Somebody pick her up. Everything got quiet. That's when Pastor came in. Everything got quiet. Pumpkin was on her phone talking to her sister. I'm still alive. Pastor showed up. And I said, "Pastor! Oh, Pastor!" I said, "Pastor!" So Pastor showed up.
Now, how did Keith, I've met him myself. He picked me up and touched my butt. How did Keith look when you saw him? Did he smell nice? Was he wearing the XL, triple XL t-shirt that he usually wears and the aunt's jeans and with the missing side teeth? How was your interaction with Keith?
Pastor was a gentleman. I think he was a little shocked that he saw me there. He didn't expect me to be there, so he was a little shocked and stuff like that. And I said, "Oh my God, Pastor!" I said, "Give me a hug." He gave me a hug. Pumpkin smelled like a man. He smelled like a man. He smelled so good. He was very sweet. He was so sweet and very respectful. And it was very brief. I mean, me and Patton didn't really talk because I'm too already agitated with Pumpkin. So we didn't talk really. Patton went downstairs to get KLB because KLB still in the house. Remember, all the altercation happened, KLB was still in the basement, hearing all that bullshit. So
Hmm.
Pastor went downstairs to get KLB just to take him home and stuff like that. They went up, they came up the stairs.
Because KLB
Right.
lives with Pastor. We know he
They
washes
left
his dishes and
together.
stuff like that.
Pastor said bye. KLB gave me a fist bump and stuff like that. And we left them there. Everything was quiet. Everything was so quiet. Pump,
Did you say bye
huh?
to Ivy?
No.
Did you say
Ivy was still asleep. She was still asleep. I wanted to wake her up so bad, but she was still asleep. Pumpkin went back in her room. I still sit in the chair where I was in my position, still sitting in the chair. Mind my own business. Then Pumpkin was in the room. Stopping, they still stopping. Somebody, the comments said to Pumpkin, "Cammi is showing a high tour in your house." That's when Pumpkin got real mad because I was showing a high tour of her house. I was like, "Bitch, I already cleaned up your house. Your house is not dirty no more. So why are you worrying about what I'm showing the tour of your motherfucking house?" So she was yelling at me and all that stuff. I went in the room, followed her behind her, and I said, "Bitch, you acting all weird. You acting all weird." I walked her, I said, "Bitch, if you holler at me one more time, bitch, it's gonna be a problem. Don't you ever yell at me ever again." Remember, the Uber still not have I got there, so I haven't left yet. So I went back to the little chair. That's when you saw the video when I was waiting for my Uber. When they said, Pumpkin said, no, the comment was saying, uh, Pumpkin told her to snatch my wig.
there it is? That's where we saw the wig snatching. Yes, go
So
ahead.
the comet told Pumpkin to snatch my wig. And the comet came back to my life and said, Pumpkin said that she was going to snatch your wig. I made it very lively, and I said, bitch, she ain't gonna snap nobody weird. Cause it's gonna be a problem, it's gonna be a
Yes,
fight.
I remember that.
Here got Pumken. Boo, 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 boo. You said what? You said what? That I was not gonna snatch your wrist. And I said, bitch, you wrong. Bitch, you wrong. And she said, that's what I thought. No, you wrong. You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do shit. So I shit and I stand, like my best friend said. I shit and I stand. I got up, bitch. I got up. That's when Pumpkin backed away. She was backed away. Then she ran in her room to get her mate. She said that she was trying to get her gun. No, you wasn't. You was running in the room and trying to get your motherfucking mate. So she ran back in her room to get her motherfucking mate to try to make me and say, get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out. She had her mate in her hand. Said, get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out of my house. I said, bitch, I'm already leaving. How? I'm already gone, bitch.
Okay,
So
so
I stepped
this
outside.
is so wait a minute, wait a minute. So this is the part where you and her are arguing on live, and we have the footage, and then you literally go from in the house to outside the house. So in between all of that happening, when the phone has the lines streaming, that's when Pumpkin ran into her room again to grab what she said was her gun, but actually was
Right.
Mace.
So before I got outside, there was an altercation happening. She pulled my arm. She pulled my arm. She was trying to, I guess she was trying to pull my arm because she couldn't say what the fuck she needed to say. I snapped my arm away from her. I said, do not touch me. That's why I lied apart because I said, do not touch me. And she still got the mace. She got the mace in my face. She got the mace in my face. I said, don't touch me. And I was
Mhm.
going to, really going to beat her. I was really going to beat her. So I really gotta beat that bitch. I really wanna beat that bitch. So she was like, get out of the house! Get
Mhm.
out of the house! Get out of the house! Get out of the house! Get the fuck out of my house! I said, bitch, I'm already outside, bitch. I'm already outside.
Mhm.
So when I went outside, uh, my mom be still on live and all that. The people in the comments say, Cammi, get the license plate. Cammi, get the address and all that. I should wait until the Uber get clear and then I'm going to tell y'all the whole information. Pumpkin was in the house.
And
Pumpkin
you
was in the
did.
house still, recording me when she's still alive. I said, wait until the Uber got here. Bitch, I took the motherfucker picture of her motherfucker license plate. I told my supporter, take a picture so you can send it to my DM. Pumpkin came out the house and said, bitch, don't you ever come near my motherfucker car. Don't take no motherfucker picture. And I did. Bye-bye, bitch. Bye-bye, bitch. Bye-bye, bitch. Got in that car, took a picture of her. Bye bye, bitch. Bye bye. She tried to go in the, she tried to get in the house, go back in the house and try to get her maid so she could run to the Uber. And I told the Uber, go, go. I said the Uber, go. So we left. I never called the police. I never did none of that. And one of my supporters called the police, Pumpkin, because they found out, yeah, my supporter
What?
called the police because I was getting
Wait. Who?
attacked by Pumpkin because she put her hand on me.
It was one of your supporters. How did they know that she put her hands on you?
She thought that she in her mind she thought that she started the situation with my fight with 21. She thought I was gonna back down, thinking I'm gonna be third and not let you. She thought that she gonna beat my ass, but it never happened at all.
No. How did your no? How did your supporter know to call the police on Pumpkin? And what did they call the police and tell them about
Because I
Pumpkin?
dropped the address in the comments.
So what did they say to the
I have
police?
no idea. I was still alive. Pumpkin got to tell her daughter to whoever said to the police or not. I don't know whoever said.
So what are you and Pumpkin stand now? How is everything with you and
I
Pumpkin?
hate that bitch. I realize that bitch is retarded, slow, dumb. She don't know how to be friends with real people. I think she's on the internet for so long. But Robert, she's been in the internet for so long. She doesn't know how to hang out with real people. I think she had a social
Hmm.
anxiety. She it was just something about her is not right. All the stuff that Yada had said about Pumpkin, she was not lying. She was telling the truth. And the rest of the people were saying something about Pumpkin, they were telling the truth about everything. Mind you, I didn't tell you that part. I talked to the lady that is on the show, the cast member. I talked to them privately in the backyard. They had said the issue with Pumpkin there was a problem. She said that Pumpkin was already having an attitude with all of us because she was really mad at Ivy.
Okay, so the root of all of this is Pumpkin and Ivy. What the fuck was going on? Because Ivy was asleep this whole time. So what is going on exactly?
I really don't know what's going on with Ivy. Ivy was drunk. She was asleep. But Pumpkin was talking shit about Ivy. She said that Ivy smelled like shit. Ivy's messy. Ivy is dirty, bro, and all that. She said all that stuff.
Okay, did anyone in the house you met smell? Did anyone smell a certain type of?
Pumpkin don't have a smell, but she do have a pit stain on her panties. And I saw her when she wear the lingerie, she had a pit stain, and I saw her baby blue diaper. When y'all think that Pumpkin got a big ass, no, she doesn't. She was using a booty pad. And I don't get no smell on Pumpkin at all. Pumpkin smell good to me. She ain't got no perfume or nothing. She just smell like soap, like an old woman soap and stuff like that.
An old woman soap. Well, at least you're honest about her not. She didn't smell. She didn't smell when I met her
Honest,
either.
I'm
Pumpkin
very
was.
honest.
She was.
I would never
Yeah.
lie on purpose and say she stank. I would never do that. I'm telling the truth. Like
Did
she.
did you see Ivy at all when she was sleeping? Like, did you go to the room? Because Ivy seemed to be sleeping through everything.
What do you mean with Ivy?
Yeah, like, did you at least get to physically see Ivy sleeping? Because she was asleep through the whole thing.
I
You
know.
didn't see
I
her
didn't
at
see
all.
nothing. The doors were closed. I didn't get a chance to go in the room. As soon as I left,
Mm.
before I left, I went into her room and wake her up, and then I woke out and I said I'm being petty.
Do you think that KOB or Keith Jones did anything with any of these women that were in the house while you guys weren't around?
No, no.
Okay, okay, okay. So, the police were called, and you did drop the address in the comments below. We saw you drop the address. What was your reasoning for dropping the address after you left and Pumpkin came out to mace you? What reason did you have to drop the address if you were already on your way out? Why did you do that?
I dropped the address because she put me out and she disrespected me and she said all the type of names. She misgendered me. She keep calling me a kid. She called me a nigga. She called me all that shit. And it pisses me off. And she kept on lying to her supporters and stuff like that. I said, bitch, it's enough, it's enough. You keep on doing it to everybody. You keep doing storylines on people just for your motherfucking shit because you jealous because I got views and shit like that. I had enough of her bullshit because she yelled at me pretty much 3 times. I had enough. I dropped the address. Fuck you.
And you said she physically attacked you. What would you have done if she actually did mace you at any of these times?
I would have beat her to the purse, and then I'm gonna call the police.
You would have beaten her up and then called the police. Do you do you think that there's any making up with Pumpkin, or do you think that this is it's
Never,
done for you?
never, never. Never. Because
Because
now I know her intention is now who she is. She's a fake bitch because first, remember, Robert, she asked me to be part of the cast. She dropped me at the first time. She did not want me to be in the cast. Then she called me for the last minute to come for the season finale to film the show. For the last minute. But the whole time, she
so
was.
you were invited over there to shake up the season finale originally.
Right. She want me to fight Ivy. She want me to suck Ivy up and everything.
Does Ivy know any of this?
I never get the chance to talk to her. Never got a chance to talk to her.
Now was Was this all on the phone that she had this conversation with you to cover her tracks?
I had a phone conversation with Pumpkin, but never called Ivy and none of that. Never had a chance to talk to her in person about this whole situation, but she was trying to shut her up. I hope the comments went over there and told Ivy, well, Cam just said the Cammi came over there to fight you.
Have you ever been? Is this the first time you ever been physical? Because if you said that Pumpkin grabbed you and snatched you and pushed you, that means she physically assaulted you.
Yeah.
Have you ever been physically assaulted? Well, I can't say. Well, yeah, you have because you beat up 21.
Right.
So I mean,
Right.
you gave it to that
Right.
bitch.
I gave
I
it to
live
that
for
beat.
that.
I gave it to that
Um,
beat. Mm-hmm. Yes.
so it's safe to say that you and Pumpkin no longer will be doing anything physically in
I
person. You will
would, I
not
would
be.
never talk to her ever again. I would not associate myself. And she's trash. She told me what a type of black bitch you are. You're a black bitch. You ghetto. You trash. So you believe me. You believe my Fendi post. You believe my Christian Louboutin shoes. You believe me. You're trash. I would never. Even your cameraman said that you were trash. The cameraman even call you out your name. You're trash. Even the people that is the cast member call you trash. You're dirty. You're a fake bitch.
Okay. Thank you for this, Cammy. Lastly, what do you think? Thank you to the 3,000 folks over here for, yes, I appreciate y'all. What do you think in terms of Pumpkin's show, seeing what you saw? Do you think it will be productive? Do you think it will be something that people will watch? Do you think that it will be something that you'll
And
tune
guess what?
into?
I didn't get to tell you that part. There was no filming. They didn't film at all. Because Pumpkin was very upset with the lady because they didn't clean up after themselves. She's talking about a hot water ball that fell into the floor. Nobody didn't clean up and mop the floor. She was done. She was done with the show. There was no filming at all. At all. All the lady was in the lingerie. All the lady was in the lingerie except me. They didn't film the show at all.
So all five ladies were in the lingerie, supposed to be doing the season finale, and they didn't even film.
In the middle at 2 o'clock in the morning, they sitting waiting for the camera to start filming. Pumpkin was done. She was done.
Was Pumpkin was in her lingerie? Can you describe what Pumpkin's lingerie looked like?
She had a pink it's a two-piece. It's a two-piece with a short. Um, I think her lingerie was too big for her anyway, so you really couldn't see her titties. And then she have a little wrap and stuff like that. But she still got that little diaper, cause I can see the diaper clunk over, like you can see it. You can see the diaper and stuff like that.
Did
It's
you
no
tell her
way
that
for
her diaper
pumpkin.
was
It's
visible?
no way for pumpkin to look so good in her vagina, but without me seeing no camera toes. Because the bunch of the lady, I see the camera toes. I see all of that. I see, it's that pumpkin. It's like, bitch, you a diaper. And I saw the diaper upstairs anyway, so she had that, and she got a piss stain, and her motherfucker shit. By the
Did
way,
you
she was in the bathroom. She was in the bathroom for a very long time to try to take a shit, but she couldn't even take a shit. She had to go into pool juice so she can shit her old age. I forgot this part. The lady, one of the cast members, went into her bathroom, throw up in the toilet, and didn't flush the toilet. And you can ask like the porter, ask the camera, I would not lie, because they would have heard the toilet flush. She never flushed the toilet. It was smelling awful. That lady was smelling like shit.
did you maybe think to tell Pumpkin and say, Pumpkin, I love your lingerie, but your diaper's showing. Maybe she can push the diaper to the side so it's not
But
stuck.
baby, I have manners. I have manners. I am very respectful to Pumpkin. I would never tell her that. She looked very beautiful that day. Her hair was on play. She had big lashes and she looked beautiful. But I couldn't look past her pit stain. I couldn't look past it. I had to look in the, I,
Where was the pit? Where was the pit stain? Where was the pit stain?
Like a pit thing, not pit. It,
A piss.
yeah, a pit.
You didn't want to tell her that she had a piss
A
stain in
pit
front of the
is like a
diaper?
little pit, little pit. It's got like a little pit right here, and she was
Well, then
walking
Cammy, well,
around.
Cammy, how did she have a piss stain if was the diaper not super absorbent?
I don't know.
Because the absorbent diapers, they wouldn't let a pit stain.
Thank
They
God,
wouldn't let a pit
Robert.
stain.
She was wearing a jacket the whole fucking time. So obviously, she was trying to cover her pit thing.
The jacket covered the pit stain.
You can't even see it no more.
Okay, maybe the diaper was full. Okay, maybe she was pithy and okay. Well, thank you, Cammy, for clearing that up. And I appreciate you. So now I will allow all of the clout chasers and motherfuckers to do it, Cammy. I would keep doing what you're doing and don't go to none of these bitches unless they pay you. Otherwise, go fuck them and tell your story. Period. Now, what was said? A pit stain. Robert, go to YT.
First of all, bitch, you look fabulous. Second of all, bitch, you know what your pussy think.
How much did you understand? Chitty and pit stain. Yes. I thought she said pit, but she said piss. Well, listen, I just wanted her to tell her story and her side. Y'all heard everybody else's side, so now people can rebuttal and say what they want to say. I mean, I won't be talking about this tomorrow. I won't even be talking about this in 30 minutes, to be honest with y'all. I just want to just motherfucking let her say her piece, child.